I believe we should focus on the rezoning of areas where children attend overcrowded schools outside the city. Bringing them into St. Jean, in my opinion, would be a logical solution.
The inner city argument applies here as it does in Parkdale, in that these are schools within the core of the city. This is why people moved there, so that they could have close access to their school, or people who reside there are there because of circumstances.
We heard during public impact on public input on 2 occasions from a real estate agent who talked of the many, many new residential housing starts and lots for sale in that area. We do need to take that into consideration. We need to look at the zoning, the community impact, how it is growing.
Over and over again, we heard a plea from parents, educators, community members for rezoning, integration of kindergarten into the school system, and a comprehensive analysis of transportation, all to be undertaken before any schools are closed. I want these myself before I can make these decisions.
I believe we should not be basing our educational arguments only upon population. If a school has proven that it provides a unique education to its students, and its students are thriving well and above the norm, then we need to relook at the options. But I do believe that it is a misconception that closing our small schools will fix everything. And so we need to reevaluate this school, and together with educators, community, and parents in that community, we may come to a united conclusion that this school may very well be a keeper.
The perception that this education system is broken, and it's broken because of small rural schools. I do not believe this. The purpose of the school organization plan was to identify the immediate and long-term priorities for learning within our district and how schools would be configured to meet our goals. Closing schools impacts our communities. It is not an instant fix to our system.
10% of our students who aren't getting the best they could get. So in all conscience, I cannot agree with some of the speakers. My heart tells me also, as well as my experience and my intellect, that those students need the same chance as everybody else.
I have seen nothing that would indicate that the education for these children in Grand Tracadie is in any way weakened or lesser than any other school.
Maintaining the status quo is not providing educational benefits to the degree that those children should receive and to the degree that other children within the district are receiving.
Some of the difficulties that were mentioned were considerably more stress on teachers trying to teach in split grades. This was quite a extra burden on the teachers. Also, an awful lot of less collaboration for teachers, and also a lot less opportunities for the students. And for that case, I will be supporting the motion. Thank you.
Parents expressed strongly that a community impact study can only be completed if community is consulted.
Rural PEI is important. Small schools are doing well. Zoning, let's do the zoning. Let's look at zoning.
I was very, very impressed with Dundas, with the reading recovery, and the way, very, very impressed with the whole area. But I have to say that I have to stick to my first comments about the continuous extra work and stress that's put on the teachers with split grades, the less opportunity for the students to collaborate with other students of their own age, with the small populations, and also the less collaboration for the teachers. And I will be supporting the motion.
Closing small schools is not where we should start. We need to start reorganization of our district, but not until key factors have been addressed. A professional rezoning study. Kindergarten entering our system. Let's wait and adjust to the requirements of kindergarten coming into the system. I have heard people speak to the issue that they believe that small rural schools are all falling into the ground and children are not receiving a quality education. Dundas School is a gem. I will not be supporting to close this school.
Between 20 to 30% of our children are reading up to 2 years below grade level, and we're asking our teachers to focus on them. And many of those students have IEPs. They require resource special education. There may be behavioral problems. We do not. Those teachers are working 110%, and they still cannot meet what's needed educationally for those children.
I believe that the Georgetown Elementary School should remain open for the following reasons. The student population, though small, has remained stable for the past 10 years.
Nothing has shown me yet through this whole process that your children in Georgetown are suffering because of teacher collaboration.
The same situation arises, the split grades, the very little collaboration, the less student opportunity in a very small school. Amalgamating with Cardigan and Dundas, it's just going to be so much better for your children.
However, there are split grades. I think there was even talk about a triple grade next year